agriculture, and constant training.
And that is on Business News tonight. We'll now leave you with graphic details of trading on the floor of the Nigerian Stock Exchange.
The former African champions, Super Falcons, were the better side in the nation's capital as they strode to an easy 5-0 victory over Cape Verde. Uchenna Kanu and Esther were at the brace as Nigeria triumphed over Cape Verde in the first leg of their second round of the 2024 Women African Cup of Nations qualifier played at the Moshood Abiola Stadium in Abuja. While Nigeria walked over Sao Tome in the first round, Cape Verde claimed an impressive 6-3 aggregate win over Liberia to set up a clash with the Falcons. But they were no match for the 9-time African Queens in the FCT. United States-based Uchenna Kanu scored twice and Gift Monday added another in a frantic first half before Esther came off the bench to grab a brilliant double. Kanu drew first blood for the Super Falcons when she found the net with an easy tap-in from the edge of the box in the 17th minute. Goalkeeper Chiamaka made a stunning save to deny Cape Verde from equalizing shortly after. It was a wake-up call Nigeria needed as Senefree forward Monday doubled the lead for the Falcons following a goal-mount scramble in the 25th minute. Pitt midfielder Deborah Abiodun was running rings round the Cape Verdean in midfield, but it was the Atletico Madrid midfielder Rashid Ajibade who came close to make history in the 33rd minute, but her fine effort flew narrowly wide. Nigeria would not be denied though, as Kanu scored the third with her second of the match off Tony Pena's brilliant pass just minutes before halftime. Esther replaced club teammate Monday in the 53rd minute, and shortly after the hour mark, the substitute increased Nigerian lead to 4 with a sublime finish off Esther Ogbona's cross. 11 minutes later, Esther grabbed her second of the match as she pounced on Rafiat's cross to make it 5 for the home side. The game ended 5-0, with Nigeria recording their biggest win in the competitive fixture since beating Equatorial Guinea 6-0 at the CAF Women's African Cup of Nations in 2018. Cape Verde and Nigeria will meet again for the second leg on November 5th in Cape Verde, where Nigeria will look to maintain their advantage.
The current trends in the world of sport is that younger athletes in tennis, football, basketball, and indeed several other sports have taken over the top rankings as champions or top contenders, and it is not for nothing. Call it a catch game. Nigeria has now joined the league of ambitious countries bent on using sports as a veritable tool for human capacity building and empowerment. Joining the fray, it is a great sport enthusiast and youth empowerment advocate, Segun Solanke, who is an ex-athlete. Segun Solanke says Nigeria has talented sportsmen and women who, with the necessary support, can become world beaters in no distant future.
Sport Academy is giving a platform to the children, both the rich and the less privileged, a platform where they can actually showcase their talents. We believe that giving them our platform of Provasius will not only just help them to train, to nurture them into stardom, but also give them that opportunity to be able to represent the country and the nation at large.
Solanke said he has done an extensive research on how to further help the country build a new generation of healthier, energetic, educated, intelligent, and socially responsible athletes.
We believe that our platform is to reach out to every aspect of sports in Nigeria and beyond. In fact, I can tell you that as we are already taking on NFL games, which is American football, and we have quite a number of children who are also interested in going out there to showcase what they can do in the game.
They're having a mixture, I call it a sweet mixture of education and sports, where you have an academy beyond playing football, beyond running, swimming and jumping and all the rest. They still have quality teachers talking to the kids, telling them this is how to go about your life, life teaching them the right way to go. And it is so important for the growing child to get educated while doing sports.
Segun Solanke, who doubles as president of NLO side Olumo United, called on government, corporate organizations and well-placed individuals to invest more in youth empowerment and development for the betterment of the society.
Lancashire have signed Australian Test off spinner Nathan Lyon for 2024. The 35-year-old made his return to first-class cricket last month after tearing his calf against England in the second Ashes Test in June. Lyon, who will be available for all, took 6 wickets in 4 games during a brief spell in country cricket with Walkinshire in 2017. Lancashire are still without a head coach after Glenn Clippers' exit at the end of last season. Lyon also signed to play for Hemshire in 2020, but the move was curtailed amid the COVID-19 pandemic. Prior to suffering the calf injury which ruled him out for the final 3 Ashes tests in the summer, Lyon has appeared in 100 consecutive tests, making him just the 7th player in men's international cricket to achieve that feat. Lyon could feature alongside England bowling legend James Anderson next season. The pair are 8th and 3rd in the all-time list of test wicket takers, with 41-year-old Anderson having taken 690.
On the foreign scene, former American scholar and statesman Henry Kissinger has died at his home in Connecticut. Henry Kissinger has died at the age of 100. Kissinger's family would hold a private funeral with a memorial service to take place later in New York, where Kissinger grew up after his Jewish family fled Nazi Germany. Kissinger had remained active even as a centenarian, traveling to China in July to meet President Xi Jinping. China was one of Kissinger's most lasting legacies, hoping to shake up the Cold War fight against the Soviet Union. Kissinger secretly reached out to Beijing, culminating in a historic 1972 visit by President Richard Nixon and later the U.S. establishment of relations with the then isolated country, which has soared into the world's second largest economy and growing competitor with Washington. Let's take a look at tomorrow's weather forecast. Just before we go, a quick look at our major stories. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has arrived to Dubai, United Arab Emirates, for the conference of parties of the COP28 Climate Summit. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has arrived to Dubai, United Arab Emirates, for the conference of parties. The Senate has commenced the debate on general principles of the 2024 appropriation bill. Lagos Deputy Governor Obafemi Hamzat today received the Commandant General of NSCDC, Ahmed Abubakar Audi, assured of improved security of lives of the public. We told you that former U.S. Secretary of State Henry Kissinger has died at the age of 100. For more news, connect with Lagos Television on these social media platforms. For more news, connect with Lagos Television on these social media. And this is our parting shot tonight. Focus on your goal. Don't look in any direction, but ahead. And this is our parting shot. Focus on your goal. Don't look in any direction, but Just a quick reminder, don't forget to call Lagos toll-free lines 767 or 112 in case of emergencies. On behalf of the production team, I am Joshua Burakian saying continue to stay safe. Good night.
Lagos Television, first state-owned television station in Nigeria, has called manifest. We explored the realm of creativity and entertainment to birth the annual Father Christmas Fair on television, waxing stronger, making it bigger and proudly acceptable. Lagos, Nigeria, the 2023 Lagos Television Christmas Fun Fair will be declared open by the First Lady of Lagos State, Dr. Mrs. Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu, on Saturday, December 2nd, 2023. From Rome, Santa Claus is leading the entertainment glamour. Children, students, school owners, parents, guardians, and exhibitors join the bombastic journey. For inquiries and participation, call 0802-2829-898 and 0803-379-7100. If indeed is the reason for the season, then Lagos Television is the destination for a December to remember. Ho, ho. If indeed is the season, then Lagos Television is the destination for a December to remember. Ho, ho.
Hi. Hello.
Oh, can you see me? It's got my name on the cup.
Hi, Africa Magic. I would like to say happy birthday.
Congratulations to Africa Magic.
20 is a lot.
Can you see me?
I was shocked. Hi, Africa
Only 20 years?
For telling stories of passion.
Thank you for inclusion. Thank you for training me and raising me. Thanks for nurturing stars.
Today, if we are loved and celebrated around the world, Africa Magic has played a key role.
Happy birthday, Africa Magic.
To the best of them all, we love you.
Congratulations from Bright Izigbudu, Badman Ball, Dream Baby Hustler, Alaji with the love God. Good champagne.
To the best of them all, we love you.
Congratulations.
It's the Premier League all on DSTV. All the goals, all the flashes, all the moments. All of Rashford, Salah, Saka. All in the language of your choice. All in HD. Available on all these bouquets to choose from. To watch on all these devices. Stay connected for all the action. All in the language of your choice. To watch on all these devices. Stay connected for all the action.
Here at Yaba, you can see the bus master plan right behind us here, which is a major intersection. You can see the rail line, which is the red line, and you can see the train station also right behind you here. And so, before the end of this year, I want to assure you that we will begin our testing on the red line. The infrastructure, the construction are well over 90%. In fact, some of them have indeed been completed. But you know what happened with the blue line? We have to do extensive tests. So we will also be starting the testing on the red line before the end of the year. And I want to say to us that indeed it will be a thing of joy when Mr. President himself gives us a date and a time that he'll be coming to commission the red line when all the T's and all the I's have been dots and have been crossed. We are excited with what we've seen, with what we're about, and with what we're doing. But it's not going to stop at the blue and the red alone. It's my pleasure to announce that 2 additional rail lines will also, because we've done extensive visibility and viability studies. The Green Line is a 68-kilometer rail route from Marina all the way to the Lekki Free Trade Zone.
Step into the world of wonders. 2023 Lagos Television Christmas Family Fun Fair promises to be a bang. With a spice of fun, we are poised to unwrap the joy of the season with tasty entertainment jamboree for families. Loud in the city of Ikeja, Santa Claus opens his gate of compassion with loads of gifts and shout-outs to your loved ones and families at the grotto. What about games, train rides, bouncing castles, and live performances of artists, and many more? Did I hear you say fantastic? Oh yes! To make a balance, a special treat awaits mommies and daddies at the Fun Spot Village with delicious African dishes, pepper soup in different forms, asun and suya delicacies with different drinks. Wow! Taste it, a pretty irresistible offer. Children, parents, guardians, school owners, food vendors, product exhibitors, and everyone in Lagos. Lagos Television remains your entertainment destination for this season. For inquiries, bookings, and reservations, please call 0802-282-9898 or 0803-379-7100. 2023 Lagos Television Christmas Family Fun Fair. Fun as ever! Wishing you a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year in advance.
You're watching Lagos Television, the voice of Lagos. You're watching Lagos Television, the voice of Lagos.
The economic and financial sustainability of cities is linked with the viability of the city's transportation system. Research shows that effective and efficient transport policies are key indices towards achieving a safe and reliable transportation system in Lagos State. The major challenges of traffic congestion in the state is attributed to breakdown of law and order, such as unruly commercial drivers who drop and pick up commuters along the road, drivers overtaking each other roughly, and much more are daily occurrences on Lagos roads. The Lagos State government has resolved to develop an efficient, reliable and affordable intermodal transport system befitting the smart city status of the Center of Excellence for the benefit of all Lagosians.
Multimodal concept of the public transportation system in Lagos State, where we have interconnection of the rail, the road and the waterway. It's easier to get this done in Lagos State. And there are 2 terminals where the three mode of transport actually link together. CMS Marina, you can get the BRT system, you can get the rail system, and you can also get the water transportation system. The same thing with the Mile 2 terminal. These 2 iconic terminals, you can get the 3 mode of transportation easily. You can connect from one place to another. And to make things easier, Lagos State government has gone further to introduce what we call the first mile buses and the last mile buses. What do they do? The first mile and last mile buses will pick you from your inner street, onto the terminal or to the nearest bus stop where you can get BRT system. And from the BRT system, you can easily go to your train station, either CMS Marina, National Theatre, or you can go to Mile 2. And if you need to further, move onward, maybe from Mile 2 to Badagry, for instance, all you need to do is just to connect your connect your ferry at the Mile 2 terminal. It takes you to Badagry in 30 minutes.
Water transportation has received a major boost, with Lag Ferry operating more than 22 boats, plying various routes and cutting across all senatorial districts in the state.
What we're doing in Lag Ferry is to ensure that we provide alternative options for commuters on a daily basis. Not only for commuters, but also for the good of Lagos State businesses. Because as we move passengers, we also move the goods of Lagos State businesses via the waterway. So this is what we have been doing for the past 4 years, and we keep getting the numbers increasing on a daily basis. Because in 2020, we had 13 boats. In 2021, the governor made sure that he fulfilled the promise by doubling the fleet of Lag Ferry. Our fleet increased to 20, the first in the entire Africa by any subnational. So it has been phenomenal experience and an easy ride for Lagosians since we launched out our commercial operation for 2020.
The Red Line is integrated with Blue Line Rail, conveying over 1 million commuters daily from Mile 2 to Okokomaiko, and the Red Line, which would integrate with the BRT terminal at Oyinboyaba, Oshodi, Ikeja and Iju, thus giving different options to the people in the state. Giving different options to the people in the state.
It is government road, that's why government built everything. It is for transportation, it's not for market. It is not for market. Most senior, I was so tired to get a lè níjọba àfi owó ribiribi tí ó kò máa ká má lè lo tí ẹ gbọ́ mi mo ti sọ fún yín o nítorí ọmọ akíntúrú news máa fi pépà àfẹ́ kí ọ̀gọ́gọ́ kú tí ilé bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ṣiṣẹ́ ìṣẹ́jú mẹ́wàá máa pa bí èèyàn kó máa kú sí mi ò fẹ́ wàhálà gbogbo ìwà ó dẹ̀ máa blọ́ọ̀kì mákẹ́ẹ̀tì yẹn wọn ní ráì bá bí mọ́.
Floods are natural hazards, but if humans are properly prepared to deal with them in time, they can be stopped from becoming a disaster. Floods are the most frequent type of natural disaster, and they occur when an overflow of water submerges land that is usually dry. They are mostly caused by heavy rainfall, rapid snowmelt, or tsunami in coastal areas. Floods result in loss of lives and damages to personal property. More than 34 million people were impacted by flood worldwide in 2020, including those injured, affected, or left homeless. According to data in 2022, flood in Nigeria affected many parts of the country, displacing over 1.4 million people, leaving close to 603 people dead and more than 2,400 persons injured. The data also showed about 82,035 houses were damaged and 332,327 hectares of land affected. While Nigeria regularly experiences seasonal flooding, the floods of 2022 have been the worst since the 2012 floods. In Lagos, severe annual flooding remains a threat due to the rise in sea level and climate change.
The United Nations have identified in Nigeria, Lagos as prone area because of being a lagoon. The level of evaporation of water is going to be very high, and when the water table of an environment is very high, the absorption of water by the soil, it will get to full level at which it cannot absorb the rainfall.
The man-made ones are mostly the causes in Lagos, because most of households, most of them indulge in indiscriminate dumping, which blocks drainages and canals. Where we have, the moment there is rain, this blockage allows the overflow of the water into various areas that causes flood.
The National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, puts the casualty figures of flooding in 2022 at 7 deaths, 24,131 households, and 920 houses affected. Experts believe indiscriminate dumping of waste resulting in blocked drainage channels, environmental sustainability awareness, sustained planting of trees, and love for the environment are some steps that can be taken to mitigate the effects of flooding.
The only thing I would like to let our people know is that this thing wastes a lot of money for the state government. Let us just pack and bag our refugees instead of throwing it indiscriminately. The other things that they need to do is they need to promulgate laws and equip officers in charge so that they will be able to let the laws stand and be effective.
That tree planting is not just only for beautification, primarily is to absorb all these greenhouse gases, because they absorb them and releases what we take as oxygen. So absorbing them is another way to reduce the effect of that temperature changing and the weather pattern, so that we can have a normal weather pattern that will not allow the over raining that will lead to flood.
Other ways of controlling floods include planting vegetation to retain extra water, construction of floodways to divert flood water, construction of dams, reservoirs or retention ponds to hold extra water during times of flooding. Though natural causes like heavy rain caused by the bursting of clouds may not be prevented, but sustained efforts can be made to protect loss of lives and damages to properties.
For government to put eyes on it and do the drainage and make sure that all the drainages are okay, and stop people from dropping dustbins inside the gutter.
Make these drainages covered. If they are covered everywhere, people will not be able to throw things into it.
They are doing good road, but the drainage, they need to do something.
It behoves on everyone to abstain from blocking drainage systems with refuse. Do you know that as a viewer, you have the right to complain about any broadcast content or conduct of Lagos Television you are not pleased about? For any of such complaints, call or SMS Director Programs on 00333-44915, Director News 003-696-2772, or Head Marketing 0022829898, or any of our social media handles. Lagos Television, the voice of Lagos. 0022829898, or any of our social media handles. Lagos Television, the voice of
Lagos. From creation, women have been known to be very fashionable. Nigerian women inclusive. A woman's hair is the crown which adds to her beauty and is considered an important feature. But how many women actually adorn their natural hair, which has become a trend?
I am very busy. I don't have time to make my hair. And I have a lot of wigs because it is easier and more convenient for me to wear.
I prefer to wear it. Why? You know, there are sometimes you want fresh hair to touch your scalp on your hair, and it is very good because that even helps to keep the hair more strengthened.
I'll just pull it and wear it anytime I like. I'll not go to salon every time. I just feel at home.
I wear lace wig, I wear cap wig. I prefer wig due to the weather. Afternoon like this, if it's hot, you can easily remove it to your office and look natural. Then after that, once the weather is cold, you put it back.
A recently conducted survey on Nigerian women's wig craze states that 81.8% of women in Nigeria adorn the use of wigs for different occasions on a daily basis.
Most women are into businesses and also into 9-to-5 jobs. So, and they raise families to creating that time or having time to sit down in a salon for a long period of time to make hair. It's quite difficult. So wigs tend to help them jump that hurdle a bit. It helps you make hair without wasting time, and still it brings out more of that beauty. So it protects the edges, it protects the hair, protects the scalp from different diseases we get around these days. Prices range from, I'll say, from 6,000 naira, and it can get as high as 150,000. Depending on what you want or what the kind of quality you want to get. The synthetic wigs come from different countries anyway, but the human hair wigs, the hair we use come from different countries. Like there are some that come from China, Venezuela, Peru, from the US, from Dubai, from Italy, and recently from Asia, from India and Sri Lanka. Each day you need to wear it over a head or something rounded to hold it up. You need to apply some kind of serum to it, comb it out if it's the human hair. If it is the braided, you need to apply something on it, air dry it, or if you can blow dry to a certain extent, you do that like once or twice in a week. But you have to make sure you check on it like 2-3 days. Give it like 2-3 days interval. If you can really deliver quality, there's money in the business.
We have people that work inside AC like 24 hours, from the Accra to the and we have this market people.
If you can really deliver quality, there's money in the business.
We have people that work inside AC like 24 hours, from the Accra to the and we have this market people.
If you can really deliver quality, there's money in the business.
We have people that work inside AC like 24 hours, from the Accra to the and we have this market people.
Can really deliver quality, there's money in the business.
We have people that work inside AC like 24 hours, from the Accra to the and we have this market people.
Can really deliver quality, there's money in the business.
We have people that work inside AC like 24 hours, from the Accra to the and we have this market people.